Hello, crafty friends. It's Lois from Wild Child Mercantile, coming to you from Grace and Tattered Lace. Y'all come on in and say hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Hello, hello Lizette. How are you doing? Hello Angie. Hello Pat, happy Wednesday. We have made it this far, haven't we? Y'all come on in. Just getting a few little things ready. Hi Cece. Hi Nancy. We're gonna do some thrifty, flippy fun. Hi Peg. Hi Stephanie. Ham. One of our mini Stephanies. Oh, thank you for sprinkling, Cece. Y'all help Monique out and get her videos shared. Oh, I'm great, thank you. I squealed my tires coming home and tried to get here where I had a minute to set my phone up, get things going. I work. Hi Marie. Thank you for sprinkling, Stephanie. I work 45 minutes away from home and I get off at 5, and I was coming on here at 6, so it was really oh, thank you Angelica. Thank you Tammy. Hi. Hi Kat. Hello everyone. I'm so happy that you are all here. So glad I have the opportunity to help our friend. Hi Steph. Hi Polly. You know, it is hard work keeping a craft page going. Thank you for sprinkling. I never in a million years knew that it would be as hard as it is. And hey Monique. And I know that with Monique on the road and how she's made videos and she's got her Happy Mail, she has put a lot of hard work into keeping her page going while she's on the road. So we want to support her and honor her commitment. Hello Jolynn, to her crafts and to y'all. And no, I didn't get a ticket. I know where the cops usually sit, so. Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you for sprinkling, Kat. I'm happy to be here. Hey, Mandy. Hi, Monica. Yes, we hope you're going good, Monique. When you were there in Monaghan's, I used to work in that area, and I was there all the time, and that is a no man's land for sure. Yes, it is an honor to be able to help each other. And like I said, I know how much hard work she has put into trying to keep her page going while she is on the road. It is not easy, even when you're here every day, all day long. Oh, great. I'm so glad that, so glad you're watching. Thank you, Deb. They're finally out of Texas. He wouldn't even stop so she could hook her neck. I know, Carrie, isn't that horrible? I wonder if are y'all coming down I-30, Monique? If you did, you would probably come by, oh gosh, let me turn, there we go. Sorry, I blinked out for a minute. It's because I was turning my Wi-Fi off. That way I don't freeze up, hopefully. So we need to get started because we've got some stuff to do here today. And, oh, you just crossed over into Louisiana. Oh, cool. So I don't guess you will be coming through Arkansas, huh? I was thinking maybe you would be coming down I-30 because we live right on I-30. Yes, Mandy, it does. It takes a lot of work, and when you work full-time, it is even harder. But it's worth it to get to have all of our good crafty friends. So we are going to do some work here on some thrift flips. I don't know if y'all like to thrift. Most crafters do, just because it kind of goes hand in hand. And so almost everything that we're going to use today, oh, you're going down I-20. Okay. Yep. That's awesome. Well, I used to live, you probably came through Abilene, Texas. That's where I lived most of my life. Oh, I'm blessed to be filling in for Monique. I'm anxious to meet some new friends, and my page is called Wild Child Mercantile. You live right off I-20, Lizette? Oh yeah, because you'll be living in Georgia. So I had found this, I had found this bowl. I have a little, I don't know what, it's not a thrift store. It's like a antique store / craft market that is right next door to my work. And so sometimes I go over there on my lunch break. But I found this really cool bowl. I thought, man, it's wooden. And I thought it would be awesome. Oh, thank you for saying my name is cute. It's, I think a lot of people have a lot of fun saying it because it's always Wild Child Mercantile. So it's fun that way. And I'm just a old lady who pretends to be a wild child. Thank you, Sandy. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad to be here so you can be watching me. I got this. I know it's so cool, but to me it's a little bright. And I was going to darken up the white a little bit because everything we're gonna be doing today is gonna be looking aged and distressed, and we want everything to kind of match. So I was just gonna take some of my dark sealing wax and put it right here in the middle and kind of darken up this. Was I a wild child? I was the farthest thing from a wild child. I was an only child raised by my dad. I used to get in trouble for reading all the time because my dad wanted me to get out and play and do stuff. And so I was the farthest thing from a wild child. I may have gotten a little wild in my teenage years because I did leave home early. I left home the summer before my senior year and was already out on my own. So I did have my wild times as a teenager. So I guess I am a reformed wild child. But there's still a little wild child there in my heart. So we're going to take our dark sealing wax and just darken up a little bit of this beige in here. So then we also have these little stars that came from a garage sale, and 2 of them had lids that have tiny little magnets on them that kind of hold them together somehow. But I'm not using the lids. In fact, I'll probably just save them for another craft. And if I miss your comments, I'm very sorry. I will go back and see them. But we're going to be using these stars, and we're going to make something fun with that. And we'll be darkening those up too. And we're going to be using some printables on our stars. I don't know if y'all ever buy printables on Etsy, but I do sometimes. And I found these that I just thought were so cool because they're from Cheryl Francis Art. And I bought several of her printables. If you do follow my page, you'll remember the little churches that I made. They were from her. And so it comes with these little half pages, and you get 12 half pages. And I think it was like $2. But aren't they cool how they're so aged up and rustic and all chippy and looks like something old. And of course I love the stars. They kind of remind me of Texas, but look how cool this is, where you can see like the inside of the stuff. And so we're gonna pick 3 of these and put them on our stars, and then we're going to embellish them a little bit more. But I just wanted to show you these printouts. Yes, aren't they pretty? And she has so many. It's Cheryl Francis Art on Etsy is where I get this. And just saying, for $2 I got all these printables, and I can make so many things with them. So like I said, her stuff usually always comes in half sheets, so you get 12 half sheets. So I was just going to pick 3 of these. I kind of wanted like the old raggedy old flag. And so I was going to do that one. And let's see. pick one that was, let's see which flag we want to use here. Maybe we'll do this one. And then we'll pick two more different ones that are a little different. I kind of like this one. What do y'all think? Hi, Sue. I saw you sneak in. And one more. So we're going to, how about we'll do this one with the little stars. All right, so we're gonna just set these aside and save them for another day. I love patriotic stuff, and so it has been a ton of fun working on that stuff. So we are going to take our dark sealing wax, and I'm looking for my brush that I usually use here. I've got everything crazy. Yes, please give all the hearts, the sprinkles, the comments that you can, because we want to help Monique all that we can while she is on the road again. So we're just going, I'm just going to go right at it and kind of go over our bowl here, specifically kind of wanting to darken up these white hearts and these and the beige in the middle, just to kind of make it look a little bit more aged. So, oops, I'm sorry, I didn't see. Yes. I don't know about y'all, but I think whenever we watch lives together, it reminds me of the Waltons, you know, when everybody used to be, good night, Jim Bob, good night, you know, Bobby Sue and all that kind of stuff. Because everybody is so happy to see each other. So we're just gonna, it's already looking better, I think, with the aged look here. Grungy and dirty, and so got our bowl looking good here. Of course, we'll be covering it up with the, yeah, Sue, I thought it was cool. I just saw it on the bottom shelf at my little thrift store thing next to me, Antique Market, and it was only $5, and I thought, well, shoot, can't beat that. So, and I had gotten this old candlestick, metal, it's metal. I thought it was really cool because look how, I don't know if you can see, it's already, yeah, I know, it does kind of look like Captain America, but we're just going to put that aside and think about it as being patriotic, but it is America. So these are actually, it says handmade silver plated candlesticks that I had gotten also at a thrift shop. I think I paid $3 for a set of 2. And so I had gotten them because I thought about, we might mount our bowl on here, but I'll let y'all help me decide, because I'm not sure if we want to do that or not, but we will get to that eventually. So, alrighty, so first step, got our bowl all aged up looking. And then we're going, I'm going to cut our, yeah. Good night, John Boy. Hey, Miss Karen. Come on in, friend. So I'm just going to cut these down a little bit. We're going to, Tamara, where do you live in Texas? I'm originally from Texas. I'm just going to cut these little sheets down. We're going to decoupage them on our stars here in a short amount of time. And if we have time, we're also going to, we have storms going on right here. If we have time, I was going to make a couple, hi Christy. I got a set of 2 of them for $3, Sue. So, I mean, it says they're handmade silver plated. So I thought that was a heck of a deal. I didn't even notice that when I bought them. I just saw they were metal and they were chippy, and I was all about it. So, so I've got, I said I have a set of 2 of them. But I don't know if we want to make this into a riser bowl, or if we want to just Yeah, I could leave patriotic stuff all year round. I always talk about how I used to decorate my house in patriotic year round because I love it. There's just something kind of comforting about red, white, and blue, don't you think? Hi, Tish. I didn't see you. So, I'm also we're going to cover up the front of our little, all the Stephanies. I know, isn't that crazy? We're going to cover up the front of our stars, but we are going to, I'm going to age up the sides of them so we can, we will just make them look more aged as well. And I just go right at it with this dark sealing wax. I'm not, you know, a pansy about it by any means. I use my dark sealing wax a lot of times as a stain because I just like how it looks, how it ages up the wood. And so we don't care about this. What did she say? It takes us all day wax. Oh, thank you, Mandy. I appreciate it. I'm heading to Texas on Friday. My oldest daughter still lives in Abilene, and my in-laws live there. And I am taking my grandbaby Paisley to her dad and stepmom that also live in Abilene. So I'll be heading that way on Friday. Thank you for sprinkling. Appreciate it. I needed to borrow Kevin for reading comments so I didn't miss anything. Alright, so then we just got the edges of our, see, it just makes a nice little stain on that wood, I think. And we'll be decoupaging the other side. Paisley, yep, she's my daughter, that her mom is Madeline Grace, and her name is Paisley Grace. She's got her mama's middle name. She's a hoot. She's an 8. Oh, Karen, I hate to hear that, friend, but I hope everything goes good. Hey, who's that? Farmhouse Stencil is Lori. Isn't it weird how we're all in the same, we all watch crafting pages, but we have different audiences sometimes. I was telling Christy earlier, I was like, well, maybe I might have one lone straggler of a follower that doesn't already follow Monique, and if they're there to watch me, they might join her page, so I might help her with mine as well. Hey. I thought about that when I was coming on. It made me think of that cartoon when we were kids, when the guy would say, hey. It's blank blank. I won't say the name so we don't get in trouble. Yeah, it is hard to be on the road and catch good service, that's for sure, Monique. I had some big shoes to follow in with her other guest crafters that she's already had on this week with Talisa and Christy, and then we've got some other great ones following me. So y'all come back and watch tomorrow and Friday and see some more great crafts. But y'all, if y'all get a chance, go back and watch some of Monique's videos and her other lives, and like and comment and do everything all those things you can do to keep somebody's page going. That will help tremendously. Because I tell you, those numbers are so finicky. Those Facebook numbers. And so we got to do everything we can to keep things going. Every little bit helps. Not this Friday, Sue. Unfortunately, I know it is our normal date night, and I hate it, but I had planned to go see my daughter for, her birthday is the 20th, and so I was planning on going to see, I'm going to Texas to see her, and so we didn't have date night this month. I'm sorry. And I know me and Stephanie always look forward to it. That's our favorite night. Oh, thank you for following. I appreciate it. Yeah, I guarantee you there is, even if you think you've watched her every day, there is going to be a video that you missed somewhere along the way. A Facebook, a live or a recorded video. Go watch all that you can. I don't know how Monique does it going live every single day. I'd be in the nut barn because I don't know how she does it. That's a lot of commitment, friends. Commitment to y'all, to her followers, and her craft. I'm just going to go, we won't see this, but just to kind of finish it off. Yvonne, we are making some little bowl fillers. We have this bowl here. And we are going to use it kind of as a dough bowl. It is a wooden bowl. We're going to use it kind of as a dough bowl, and we're making some bowl fillers. Thank you. I don't know who said that. Oh, thank you, Christy. We're going to make some little star bowl fillers, and if we have time, I was wanting to make some little rag ball fillers too. I don't know exactly. I guess they're called rag balls. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? What did she say? I do. I live in a nut house. So, where you take the fabric and strips and wrap it around. I just thought it'd be kind of cool if we have time to make a few of those to put in with our stars. I got this. I do live. Thank you, Deb. Carrie, I live in Arkadelphia, Arkansas. It is about an hour into Arkansas on I-30. Yeah, just a little town of about 10,000 people. I moved here 6 years ago, and that's where I live. I work in Hot Springs. I know most people have heard of. Oh, it's my pleasure. I feel blessed to be here. I work in Hot Springs, which most people have heard of because it's kind of a touristy town, but and we live about an hour from Little Rock. Yes, Arkansas is beautiful. I moved here from West Texas, where you can watch your dog run away for 2 weeks straight because it's so flat, and here's all the hills and the trees, and I have so many big huge trees in my yard, and on my way to work I just love it. So if you haven't been to Arkansas, you should come just for the view. But I got these really cute, I thought these fabrics, I got them at that same little thrift store, and it was $1 for both of them, so each one was only 50 cents. And I thought, well, we can tear some, they're like fat quarters. We can tear us some strips and cover us a rag ball of each color at least to put in with our stars. So, yeah, that's what we're going to try and do. I know Monique, you're usually on for an hour, right? Hopefully I don't go over my time. What did she say about Arkansas? You've never been to Arkansas. Wow, you would love it. I never in a million years thought I would live in Arkansas. Never thought I'd leave Texas is what the deal was. And I always love to tell the story that my dad used to always say anything that was hillbilly or redneck came out of Arkansas. He'd say, well, that looks like something that came out of Arkansas. And he passed away before I moved here, right, not too long before I did move here. And I always say he would laugh that I was now something out of Arkansas. So we're just putting our Mod Podge on here, and gonna go ahead and smack our prints on here and let them kind of dry. And let's see here, I wanted to make sure we got some of that blue star showing and make sure we're even here. I lived in Abilene. I was raised in Abilene, Texas, and I raised my kids in Merkel, Texas, which is just right outside of Abilene. It's a real small little town of 2,400. Yes, Pat, if you ever, I mean, Hot Springs is a huge tourist town for Arkansas. Those of us who work there are not huge fans of all the tourists when we're trying to get to lunch or wherever, and it takes us 20 minutes to get down the road. Thank you, Angelica. Yep, I just used my my stain, my dark sealing wax. That's how I stain a lot of my wood. It's super easy to do that way. I'm gonna let that one sit for just a second while we get these other two on, and then we can sand the edges and get that off of there. And then we've got we're gonna strip us some muslin to put around it, and I've got some Sweet Annie, and I've got some flax. Have y'all ever seen flax? Oh, okay, thank you. I'm glad to know I don't have a time limit. I was worried about that. I was like, I don't know if I can get all this done. But have y'all ever used dried flax? It's kind of like these little balls. So I thought it was kind of cool, something different. I got it from, thank you, Christy. I got it from Lavender and Ivy. She's here on Facebook, and she does live sales of primitives and antiques. I know Christy has been on there before. And I've bought several things. Her name is Lori. Super nice lady. That's where I got that flax from. And the Sweet Annie. So, yeah, I do florals sometimes. I do like to do florals every now and again. I'm not a floral expert by any means, but they are nice, a nice touch. So we're gonna set that one. Yeah, I had never seen it before either. Hey Donna, I had never seen it before either, and so when she was had posted it for sale, I thought, hey, why not? We'll just get something that's a little different. My daughter is making her own. She's getting married in August. My middle daughter, Paisley's mom, she's getting. Oh cool, Karen. She's making her own bouquets and stuff, and she's using a ton of Sola flowers, but she's also using a bunch of dried flowers and different grasses. In fact, they even went and picked some grasses and have them laid out drying. She's my hippie child, so she likes a lot of the natural stuff, and so her stuff is gonna be, yeah, it is fun to try new things. We're never too old to learn, because when we stop learning, that's not good, is it? So I was trying to see about putting that star on here. It don't have to be centered. I just want to make sure all my little points are covered. Yes, Carrie, she's dyed them a bunch to match whatever her colors she wanted. I'm just going to put this on here and hope we get some of that star on there, because we don't want to be perfect. Thank you, Angelica. I bet so, Karen. I bet that does smell good, drying your own lavender. Okay, so we got our little stars going here. And then I'm going to take my little sander and, yeah, let's see, maybe I should go ahead and cut off just a little bit of the, yep, she did the same thing. There was some kind of a conditioner that she bought from Sola as well, but she bought like the 400 pack of flowers, so she lives with me right now until she gets married, and so we've got wood flowers all over our dining room. And she dyed them like a rust color and off-white and, you know, just the fun natural stuff. I wanted to have Paisley on alive with me before she went to go visit her dad. Oh, if we have time. I don't know if we'll have time tomorrow. Oh, nice. Yeah, we were kind of worried about them being fragile and, you know, breaking, but you should. I'll post a picture of her bouquet when she gets done with it, because it is something amazing. Thank you for tattering the lace and for getting our girl Monique out there. Monique was one of the first crafters that I watched on Facebook. I always tell a story about how I found all of y'all. I was looking for those wood cutout kits, and I followed Anita from 4N, because she makes those little wood cutouts. And so I saw Stephanie from the Vintage Pebble, where she had made some of her wood cutouts. So I was like, oh, well, this crafting thing is kind of, hey, Delma, hey, friend. And so then from there, I started watching Monique and started watching Christy. So they were some of the very first crafters that I even watched on Facebook. So they're kind of like, I'm kind of fangirling just being here on Monique's page, because she was one of the OG people that I started watching. Last year at Christmas especially, I was like obsessed with watching Monique. Not obsessed in a weird way, but obsessed with watching Monique when she would take all the Dollar Tree shapes and redo them and put different things on them. So then I had to go run out and get every one of the dang Dollar Tree shapes and redo them, just like she was. Yeah, isn't that great? It's amazing how you can make such good friends on here. It really is. I talk to Stephanie from Honey and Bear Creates all day, every day, from the minute I get up to the minute I go to bed. So I'm going to go ahead and use my little gator sander and get my edges off here, so we can make this look nice. Let's start our embellishments. You can't remember how you found Monique. That's okay. Just important that you did find her. You know, that's one thing. I mean, everybody's not going to be for everybody. You know, you're going to find your people that you really feel like they're your style or that you enjoy. But then it also is nice to expand your horizons and watch other people, because that's where you do learn and grow and see new techniques and new things, and that's what makes it fun. Yeah. But I don't know if y'all are like me when I see somebody make something that I haven't ever made before or whatever. There is room for all of us, exactly. It should not be you know, I love that quote. It's like, you know, it's not a competition. I want everybody to win. I think there's definitely room for everybody. So here's one. that we've got, and I'll probably come back with a little ink or wax on it, but I think that's cute. See? Yep. And thank God for replays, right? Because we can't always be there to watch our favorites. Thank you, Angelica. And that noise in the background is just my air conditioner kicking on and off. Thank you. I love these printables. I mean, we spend so much time and effort aging everything and making it look old, and how nice it is when somebody gives us a step up and already makes it look old, right? Don't forget that Monique is doing her giveaways. I think she mentioned it earlier. Thank you, Carrie. She mentioned the things that she was giving away for sprinkling and doing all the things. Oh, we didn't catch any red on this one, but that's okay. It still looks cool, huh? Hi, Barb, with the chicken pickings. So, there's that one. Yeah, isn't that cool, Monique? Sometimes it's nice to hear how special and important you are to people. So that's nice that we can share those stories with you. Because I always say on my lives that I know everybody has a choice of where they could be at that moment. And if you're choosing to be there watching me, then I don't take that for granted at all. Life is busy and hectic. So, if I can make you forget about your troubles and your worries for a few minutes while we craft and laugh and have a good time, then that's just a pure blessing, I think. So, alright, so here we got our one with the little star. So, here's those, and so I'm going to, I don't know if I should take a little, maybe I'll just take a little ink here first and see how that does, and kind of do a little ink around the edges. Start there, see how we like that. I kind of like to feather the ink. Yes, it is fun to hang out with friends. I had a friend for many years that we met on the internet. We grew up in the same place, but we knew all the same people, but didn't know each other, and we became friends through Facebook. And I mean, I loved him. He was like family to me and my girls. He did so much stuff from far away, even for us, and sometimes people have a hard time understanding that and we did meet. My youngest daughter and I got to meet him and his mom one time, and so it was a blessing. But people can mean a lot to you that you've never even laid eyes on in person. So here's that's true. These, I never knew there were so many dang generals in the world. It's like General Tom Jones, General Bob Smith, General whatever, always trying to hit up on us crafters, huh? So I'm just grabbing these edges. Sometimes it helps to ink over them too, because if you hit them with that gator, then sometimes it takes a little bit of the paint or stain off that you've already put on there. So this kind of helps bring that back down a little. I'm just hitting these corners a little bit. So here's our, yep, generals or doctors all over the place, huh? So, got those two going. I know you'll be glad when you get to your final destination, Monique, for sure. Be careful getting out in Louisiana. You might have some life-size mosquitoes carry you away there in the swamps. Alright, so I got the edges there with this ink. I can't ever get it to see how I just feather that ink around in the edges and get it looking good. So here's our 3 little stars, and next I'm going to take, I coffee stained some muslin last night because I had ran out. Smells good. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Like I said, I'll just save these 2 little lids and I can make something else with that. Who said that? Oh, to Barb. Hey, Tarina. Let's see where some good scissors are. Thank you, Christy. Christy, I know you have seen some of the wonderful things that Delma Bingham has made. I was just telling him the other day, I wish he did crafting videos, because I sure would watch him make his wonderful stuff. So I just wanted to do little strips of this so we don't overwhelm our stars when we wrap it around there and doesn't completely overtake it. So I'm just doing some tiny little strips to thank you, Vicki. Thank you, Carolyn. I'm going to try and do 2 strips for each. And I tried to do, yes, Christy, I know, he makes great stuff. I'm trying to do 2 strips for each star if we can here. I think that one's a little too thick. We'll put it to the side. And we're going to wrap it around. And I tried to do my own rusting last night for the first time. It was not the best time to experiment the night before, but I just tried to rust some bells, and my rust hasn't taken yet, so we're just going to do some faux rusting on those. And there's 2 for that. And 2 for that. Alrighty. So, I wanted to wrap our little strings around here, and let's go ahead and do these bells first. Does Delma have a page? No, Delma, well, he just has his page for, it's his name, and sometimes he will share. I think, can you follow, I don't know if Delma's still on here. Can you follow Delma? I don't remember if he's just a follow or if he's add a friend. How thick strip? I just cut little, like, 1/4 of an inch strips because I wanted them to really be tattered like that. You're going to help him? Oh, awesome. That would be great. I was just telling him the other day I would love for him to do videos because he makes some great stuff. I was telling Stephanie that this Santa that he made last year, I don't know if y'all remember it, but I think it was had a bowl for his belly. Man, that was one of my favorite Christmas crafts I've ever seen. And I still have it saved on my phone somewhere. So we're going to I'm going to add a little bit of paint here to our bells to try and get them looking a little more aged. We don't need no stinking new looking bells, do we? And I got some of these little tiny little, those little bulb pins. I think they're so cute. Got some of them. So I was just gonna add a little bit of black paint, this truffle paint. I don't know how well it's gonna work here. We may have to come back with some black. And then I've got some cinnamon to sprinkle on them too. So we may just cinnamon the heck out of it. Thank y'all for being here and watching and supporting each other. Great stuff. And I am forgot what I was gonna say. I look up and see a comment and then it draws my attention. Yeah, Christy, we were talking, me and Stephanie were talking about wanting to come to that place where you went and got the thrifty stuff. I forget, Stephanie will have to tell you. I mean, what was it? Because she looked it up. Or we can all come up there and meet and thrift. So this kills the shine on our bells and Osage Beach. There you go. Couldn't remember that for nothing. And then we're going to come back with a little black and put that on here. Hey, Alana Banana. Come on in, friend. The water's fine. So we're just gonna dot a little black here and there, and then we're gonna come back with our cinnamon and fill in some spots. Get them looking all grungy. I hate that, Monique. You're taking a beating. Yeah, I guess the shocks on those dang trucks aren't the best, are they? They're not made for comfort. That's for sure. Talking about voices, the other day my coworker, who I didn't even know watched me, I didn't even know she'd ever even watched one of my videos. She's never mentioned it before, but she said she likes to watch me at night because my voice is relaxing. She told me that she wanted me to start reading her bedtime stories so she can go to sleep listening to my voice. So you never know who's watching. You don't even realize it. Oh gosh, I hate to hear my voice. I am the same way. I don't, if I put my laptop on to listen to or to see comments and I hear my voice, I cannot hit it fast enough. That is for dang true. Yeah, Louisiana is not going to be fun. I'm just going to use this little cup to catch our cinnamon as we try and age up our bells. So does everybody already have their dinner and all that stuff? My family is in there on their own. When my girls were growing up, we always called it yo-yo night. You're on your own. We're just gonna slap some cinnamon on these glue spots, and hopefully they look somewhat rusty. Oh gosh, I know, it is hard when somebody's voice is not appealing, isn't it? It's hard to listen to. I've been to Georgia once. I have a cousin he's a doctor in Atlanta, and when he got married when my youngest daughter was just 3 weeks old, and we had to drive out there. That was a long drive, but luckily she was so tiny she just slept most of the time. That's the one and only time I've ever been out there. He got married at Charles Stanley's church, that TV preacher, and then he had his reception at the Four Seasons. I tell you what, this poor girl was out of her element in those fancy dancy places. Alright, so now we got our bells, because I wanted to pin our bell to where we gather up our little threads here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get one of these going so we can wrap it around our star here. Let's see, I don't know if I should do it around the bottom. Guess I'll try it like this. See how this does. Oh gosh. If somebody likes to listen to their voice, they're gotta be a psychopath. I don't know anybody that does that. Okay, so what I wanted to do here was trim off our little strings, and I may tie a couple this way, and then I may tie a couple angled just for interest. So we've got this one here, and so what I wanted to do was then take some of our Sweet Annie and our flax here and tuck it in our little string here, and just get some of that going in here. Grab a little bit of this flax and these little bowls here and see what they look like tucked in there too. I've never even used this yet, so I'm just gonna snip it off here and hope for the best. Oh, there. Tell me what you think about this. What do y'all think about that? With the little, we got some flax and some Sweet Annie. I didn't go overboard with the Sweet Annie, so we can still see the printable behind it. And then I wanted to take our little bulb pin here and run it through our little bell like this. Thank you, Pat. And pin it on here. I just think these little bulb pins are so stinking cute. And I know this is, a lot of people use those little jingle bells, but I thought these bells would be kind of cute for something a little different. What do you think? What do y'all think of that? Thank y'all. So there's one. Let's get these other ones tied up and get them going. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So I think we might wrap one kind of sideways here for a little interest as well. Just wrap it kind of around the side here. See how that does. Thank you. I love the little details, you know, all the little bits that make it really stand out and cute and something different. So, and save all your little thingies for other projects. You can use them. Anybody else left-handed always using right-handed scissors and then they don't want to cut right. Okay, so this one I did. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. This is fun. So we will get, let me go ahead and put that bell on here before we tuck our other stuff in. Thank you. I'm glad y'all like them. I was wanting to do something that would do Monique proud. I knew I had to do, which I love, grungy stuff. I do a lot of it anyways. And so, got to do it tonight for her. Well, if I can get this on here. You like watching lefties? Well, you know, I notice lefties because of being a lefty, and I'm sure most lefties do notice other lefties. And I know that there are a lot of crafters that are lefties. I can get my stinking bell on. This one is not cooperating. Come on. I don't know if my pen isn't. There it goes. My cinnamon isn't completely dry. Should've. There we go. Okay. Okay. So here's this one. We still got to put our goodies on here. Make it smell good. Isn't it funny? I don't know about y'all, but I had never even heard of Sweet Annie before, like last year, and then man, was it everywhere, and couldn't even find the stuff anywhere. It's like once something becomes popular, boy, watch out. A little sprig going down here. You just bought 3 bundles. Well, I tried to get some more. My daughter actually did get in on the lavender and ivy Sweet Annie. I missed it, but she got in on it, and she's gonna put some in her bouquet to make it smell good. So here, I'll do this one just a little bit different. I put some Sweet Annie going down and some up top and the little flax right here. Oh, what was she asking? I didn't see what she asked. Where did I get the stars? I got the stars at a, thank you. I got the stars at a garage sale. They were 50 cents a piece. And then we're gonna put them in this bowl. that is going to hold our, I'm looking at them kind of like bowl fillers, and that is our plan, man. Yeah, I know a lot of people are growing it, and that's smart. Then you don't have to worry about it, right? So we did that one this way, so maybe we'll do this one this way. Have them all a little different, just for fun. Oh, for lavender and ivy? Yeah. Her name's Lori Anderson in real life, but her page is Lavender and Ivy. Sometimes I think I should just sign my check over to her, because she sells some great primitive items. If you like primitives, she is a great resource. And also Esmeralda Peck from Love It's Garden, she sells a lot of great stuff like that too, and she has live sales as well. I'm sorry for any comments I'm missing. I will go back and answer. I don't want to keep y'all on too long all night. Try and get our bell on here. But I appreciate y'all all being here. I know Monique does. We're so blessed we get to help her out. I don't know about y'all, but I always think the best way to make yourself feel better is to help someone. So even if you're not feeling too great, helping people makes you feel better. Balls here. I bought some stuff too from Lavender and Ivy last week. I can't wait till it comes in, but y'all have probably heard of it. But it's called puka pods. Thank you, Carolyn. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Puka pods. They they look like little pumpkins, but they're kind of like they are like little pods, but they look like pumpkins. I got some of those, and I can't wait to see them. I'll have to show y'all what they look like. A plant of Sweet Annie. One good thing about it, though, it really does go a long way. You know, you don't use a whole ton of it all at once, which is good. It doesn't. Alrighty, ladies, here's, thank you, Karen. Thank you for watching. You have a good night, friend. So here is one of our stars. Here's another one. We put all of our little fabric belt strip things in a different spot to kind of add interest. And then here's the last one. So we are gonna just set them here in our bowl. And I think that looks really cool. What do you think? You got a good size of those pods, Charlene? Yes, they're so awesome. So here is our stars in our bowl, and I don't know if we should, if you think we should put the bowl on a stand or not. What do y'all think? Or do you think I should just leave it as a bowl? Thank you, Brooke. Thank you. Y'all think I should leave it just as a bowl or put it on the stand? I really don't have to glue it. I can just leave it, huh? Thank you, Charlene. Thank you, Wanda. Appreciate all of y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and cut my strips down so we can get our rag ball. Thank you, Kat. I'm going to go ahead and start on our rag ball. I understand if y'all have to go. But I wanted to add those in there. Leave it as a bowl. Alrighty, so then we'll just leave it like that. Alright, I think the consensus is we're going to leave it as a bowl. Yeah, if you, thank you. I got it at a little thrift market place next door to my work. It was 50 cents for the blue and 50 cents for the red. All right, Monique, it's you. It's your page. I don't want to hog your page, but if you're okay with me working on the rag balls, I will sure do that. All right, awesome. Thank you. If I could get some scissors that would cut, we would be in a lot better place. Debbie. She's probably younger than me, so she don't want me impersonating her. I think maybe it might rip better the other way. What's for dinner? I know, everybody's used to telling you, huh? This way better. Come on. Don't you hate when fabric don't hog it, when it doesn't tear right? It's like, why are you not cooperating? Well, a lot of the events that me and Steph do are 45 minutes, so I'm used to just wham bam, thank you ma'am, move on. So it's nice to have a little bit of extra time. I don't really have very much time to do just plain old lives since I work so much. Yes, it is definitely therapeutic. My favorite fabric to tear, if that doesn't sound weird, but is that Osnaburg. Girl, I have tried both ways. It don't want to rip. The Osnaburg muslin or whatever, that stuff tears like butter, and it makes the most wonderful little threads, and I love it. Ooh, that all sounds good. I haven't had goulash since I was a kid, but that sounds good. Breakfast. Stephanie, you always have the best stuff. Stephanie Wisby. Do you cook, Stephanie, or does your husband? Is your husband a cook? This fabric is not my best friend today. Yes, I love breakfast for supper. That sounds really good. Alright, we'll see how far we can get with that. And then we'll cut some more and go from there. So I'm just going to start wrapping these little strips around our bowl here. Hopefully our hot glue don't melt my styrofoam too bad. Whew, that was hot. Yes, I love breakfast for supper. So I'm just kind of gluing this on as we wrap. I'm trying not to burn the wahooey out of myself. He wouldn't stop at Buc-ee's. That is always our stopping point. It's like that is our halfway point between where I live and Abilene, where my daughter lives, where we go all the time to Texas. Buc-ee's in Royce City is always our stopping point. And I like all the threads hanging off of here, so it doesn't bother me in the slightest. The more no Buc-ee's. Oh man. Manwich and cucumbers, that sounds good. Nice and fresh with the cucumbers. The older I've got, that I hate to cook. You're stopping in Buc-ee's tomorrow. Stephanie, you should have just waited to go home till Friday and we could have met in the middle. Buc-ee's gets a lot of flack. I don't know if y'all have heard it, but they get a lot of flack because they don't let big trucks there. And so truck drivers are not big fans of Buc-ee's. This is my first time making a rag ball, so. Oh yeah, you got to get home. That's right. Yep, you got to get home. I've been thinking on mine all week, and then when I saw that, when I got that bowl at that thrift store, I was like, it is on like Donkey Kong. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I don't know that we have any in Arkansas either. These aren't those like really nice tight rag balls like some people make. It gives me major anxiety when I don't know what I'm gonna make and I have to sit there in the last minute and think about it. I'm like, ugh. I think these are kind of cute with all the. Hi Hazel. We took a Americana dough bowl and we made some little dough fillers. Bowl fillers out of some little wooden stars. They were actually like little wooden boxes, and I just turned them into some bowl fillers and put them in here. And now we are making a couple rag balls to go with them and stick in our thing. Let's see here. Gotta make sure all our styrofoam is covered. My ex-father-in-law used to call styrofoam styfoam, and it irritated the living dog crap out of me. I couldn't stand it. I was like, just don't say it if you're not gonna say it right. Oh yeah, you'll like the beaver nuggets at Buc-ee's when you do get to stop. You've never heard of Buc-ee's? It's the biggest convenience store in the world, Buc-ee's is. And it has home decor, it has fishing stuff, it has every snack under the sun. And they have barbecue sandwiches, they have all kinds of beef jerky. I always have to get my husband the garlic beef jerky whenever I go to Buc-ee's. Just gotta make sure all of our styrofoam is covered. Yeah, my husband don't really care for me to stop there because we typically don't get out of there for like less than 60-70 bucks. It's like, yes, I need 45 kinds of snacks. Yes, I need a new t-shirt. Yes, I need this wood sign. Yes, I need it all. Yep, he loves that garlic beef jerky. Loves it, loves it. He loves anything garlic. And so when we first saw that, I was like, yeah, here we go. Well, it didn't even take all of our fabric to do our make our ball here. I thought it would take more fabric, so that's good. Got some fabric I can use for a bow. Alright. A little bit of glue. Who said hello? Hi, Shelly. Our Wisconsin crafting friend. Christy, I need to get your address. I need you to message me your address because I have something I want to send you. I hope Monique doesn't mind that I mentioned, but in addition to my crafting page, Wild Child Mercantile, Stephanie, that's on here, Honey and Bear Creates, she and I have an event page called Wild Honey. It's a combination of my name and her name, and it's WILDHUNNY, and we do crafting events. And so if you want to give that page a follow, there's lots of times you can watch all day long crafting events over there. Alrighty, there's our first little rag ball. I'm excited. I made my first one, and I like how it's all stringy and stuff. So I'm gonna throw that in there with our things, and then I'm gonna rip my fabric for this one, and then hopefully I can let y'all go for the evening. This has been a lot of fun. I needed this night. It's been good for me. This fabric is almost like it's not like 100% cotton. It almost has like a silky feel. Thank y'all, ladies. It just has a weird wave. Yes, thank y'all for coming. Thank you for supporting me, and as I support Monique, and she'll be back to her crafting self in no time. Thank you. It has been a pleasure. Yes, we Stephanie and I talk all the time about wanting to have a meetup together where we can all, nothing else, if we can just all give each other a hug, that would be the nice thing, don't you think? Yes, we love to help each other out. All right, let's get one more, and that should be good enough. Thank you, Debbie. It's what we're here for, right? Like I say all the time, my favorite quote is, "We're all just here walking each other home." That's what we're here for. We're here to make each other's lives as comfortable and pleasant as we can as we go through this life. So we will support any way we can. That's why I don't understand why people are so dang ugly. I didn't really get to read much, but I saw on Shanna's page where she had shared this ugly message somebody had sent her. I thought, what kind of miserable soul has to do that? If you don't have nothing nice to say, just don't say nothing. If you don't, yeah, you'll have to go look at it, Christy. She posted it earlier. Like I said, I hadn't really got to see. I don't even know why she was being so ugly. But, you know, if you don't like it, don't watch it. It's just like a TV show or somebody's Facebook page. You don't like what they're saying or whatever, then, you know, move along. Nobody's telling you that you have to. That's right, Tish. You don't like our version of fun, then move on. There's something for everybody. We may not be your cup of tea, and that's okay. That is okay. Oh, really? DIY Dreaming did? That's awful. Just awful, awful, awful. But you know what? Like I always say when I see those comments is you just have to feel sorry for those people because, you know, their lives have to be miserable. If they get any kind of comfort or joy out of being ugly to someone, can you imagine how miserable their life has to be? Because you know that ain't the first time they've done that. And so you just have to feel sorry for them. Oh, dang it. Yeah, Monique, I was just talking to Stephanie about that the other day. I said, well, if they don't want me saying hello, then I'm not for them. Because that is part of it. I mean, everybody likes to be recognized. They like to feel like they're important, that you mean something to someone, and to me a simple saying hello is not hard. And if that bothers people, then watch the replay and fast forward if you're that interested in the craft. If not, then just find somebody that doesn't do that. Go watch YouTube where they don't interact. That's right. You can't make everybody happy, and there's no reason to try. You're just gonna make yourself miserable. So your people will find you. Your tribe will find you. And because I'm sure y'all all can feel this way too. It's just like people on Facebook, different crafters, you just feel drawn to certain people. You know, you come into contact with a million of them during events or watching lives and that kind of stuff, and some of them are very nice people that, you know, you would say hello to on the street or whatever, and then other ones you're just like, man, we would definitely be best friends in real life. You know, so that's what's nice. That's right. They know they came in, they can go out the same way they came in. Life is too short to spend your time trying to make everybody happy. And I'm sure this is probably kind of boring watching me glue fabric onto a bowl, but I'm almost done. I just thought it would be kind of a nice extra little embellishment to throw in with these stars. I do dread I know it's coming, because sometimes I say stuff that's probably not the most appropriate, and I've been good tonight on Monique's page, so I don't offend anybody. So I'm sure there's going to be somebody eventually that I tick off with something I say, and I am very tender-hearted, so I know it will break my heart when the day happens, but it is what it is, right? Yeah, I don't always watch what I say when I'm on my page. One or two more little strips and our balls will be ready. And no, I did not just make this craft so I could say balls and it would be appropriate. I have wanted to make some of these for quite some time, and so this would be handy to throw them in there. Just want to make sure I don't have any more styrofoam showing. But Monique, thank you so much for having me tonight. Thank you for trusting me to be on your page and keeping things going for you. I know you could have picked 1,000 other crafters that would have been just as happy to be here, and I am thankful and grateful. So did we pick what do we got to do for the gift card winner? Did you already do that? Yes, it is. Thank you, Lori. I actually like how they turned out. Like I said, mine are, I know some of them I see are really, you know, well put together and tightly woven, or whatever you want to call it. Yes, she is. She is one of the best. And so, thank you, thank you, thank you. I sure appreciate all of y'all being here, watching. Make sure you come back tomorrow for the next crafter filling in, and come back again Friday for my crafting bestie there, Miss Stephanie at Honey and Bear. And we've got our, yep, I'm just using styrofoam balls. I just got a pack of them, I think at Hobby Lobby. Yeah, I got these at Hobby Lobby. I don't remember what I got these when we were doing a craft along with Tracy from the Craftin' Mom's Corner Market. So I had just gotten these balls, and I might even make a couple more. I've got enough fabric, I think, to make at least 2 more. So, but here's our little patriotic ball with our stars. Then we've got our Sweet Annie and our flax. Thank you, Jolynn. Thank you, Carolyn. Caroline. I hope I'm saying her name right. I can never say Alana's. Oh, give a good scroll through the comments and pick a name. Let me see here. Let me just pick one, and I will say, let me just pick one. How about, I feel like I'm on the Wheel of Fortune. How about Pat Rhodes? Is Pat Rhodes here? Pat Rhodes. Do they need to be present to win? Thank you, Pretty Pieces by Michelle. Thank you, Angelica. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to sit here and thank you, Kathy. Congratulations, Pat. There you go. You're our comment winner. Woohoo, Pat Rhodes. Yay. Awesome. Thank you so much for y'all being here. Yay. I've got a nice hot glue burn to celebrate the night. Thank you so much. Thank you, Monique. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, all you ladies and Delma, for watching. And like I said, be here tomorrow, 6 o'clock again, and watch our next crafty person filling in, and come back Friday as well for Stephanie. But thank you, ladies. Y'all are all wonderful. We are blessed to have you, every single one of us. But y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you so much. Love y'all. Mean it.